All right, hello guys. Today we're gonna be doing again some speaking, and yesterday we did a speaking test, and like I scored very poorly. Yeah, but at the end, we saw that this platform was quite inaccurate. Yeah, like it gave a very I'm talking about this platform, of course. Yeah. Very inaccurate scores for pronunciation. Like um, over like it wants to use over academic vocabulary. It doesn't know that in the speaking section we're supposed to use everyday English. So went to this website. I tried it, and I believe that this one actually gives a more accurate score. Yeah, so like it's quite costly. It costs to use it 3 days. You gotta pay $12. And so quite insane. But at least it unlocks the full. It unlocks full. Functionality, and we can try it out. We can play around it, So I paid for it, and I am eager to actually use it. Speaking. All right, let's start with part one. Custom. Okay, I can just add whatever I want. Okay, let's just talk about art. Why not? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. That's fine.
Did you learn drawing when you were a kid?
Well, yeah, I did learn drawing when I was around 12 years old, I believe. Yeah, my mother sent me to an art school, and I didn't like it. It was really boring. And I didn't feel anything for art. I knew I wasn't gonna be an artist, so I kind of just slept in the art class. Okay, of course I didn't click on the record. Yeah, so we're gonna start again. Yeah, okay. Guys, be prepared that I'm gonna suffer as much as I did yesterday. Yeah, because like speaking is not easy in real time. So yeah. Yesterday I was sweating. Yesterday I was really trying hard to figure out why my score was always like a 7 or a 7.5. And I believe now today I will improve. I don't know. I hope at least. Do you like drawing? Okay.
Do you like drawing?
I recently became interested actually in drawing. Before I had never thought about drawing seriously because I thought that my talents are in different fields. But now I see the potential in this art, and I see how I can express the world by drawing it. And now I can see that it can actually help me discover a lot of things about myself. That's part one I should do.
Do you like to go to the gallery?
No, galleries are really boring. To me, I find them very tedious, uninteresting. The part that frustrates me the most probably is there are a lot of tourists there constantly, and it's really hard to just appreciate the art because like the view is always blocked by someone.
Do you want to learn more about art?
I do. I wouldn't mind it, but not in a way people usually think of art. Yeah, not in the way people usually do that. I would like to discover the art of eloquence. I would improve in this art. I would like to improve in the art of writing, essay writing in particular, and in the art of poem writings. Yeah. Probably should have explained why, but I mean that is fine. We're just warming up. Yeah, let me see the report. It actually takes quite a bit of time to generate the report, and I like it. Yeah, because it really thinks of all those things. I think I made quite a like I used a couple of phrases in not in a very idiomatic way. Yes, I believe it will show me up that. It will point me out at my mistakes. Go to my report. It actually quite liked it. Uh-huh. Okay, pronunciation. Yeah, last time we got like a band 6, a band 7 for pronunciation. At least that is chunky and rhythm, intonation, stress. Well, probably it's because I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. So again, when you're searching for words, that doesn't affect your intonation very well. Okay, Band-Aid, like lexical resource. That's probably my biggest, my weakest spot here. Okay, yeah. That was we were just warming up. Okay, original. I'm. I recently became interested actually in drawing. Before I had never thought about drawing seriously. That's just. I thought my talents were in different fields probably, but now I see the potential in this art and I see how I can express the world. That sounds a little bit awkward to me. I can express my vision of the world. Yeah, that would be the right way to say it. Yeah, it can actually help me discover, and I can see that I can see how it can help me discover a lot of things about myself. Blah blah blah. Okay, what about my vocabulary? It just scores like my vocabulary gives a different. Well, I mean, mistakes. It thinks I didn't see any like high level words, paraphrasing tips. I recently became interested actually in drawing. Yeah, it found this one. Should be where. And that is fine. Oh, well, okay. Well, at least I'm happy that it found my mistake. Yeah, that could, like, this tool could be handy at least. In that, let's go to question number 3. Are boring to me. The part that frustrates me the most probably is other. The part that frustrates me the most probably is there are a lot of tourists. They are constantly. I mean, it's not a mistake. It just okay. Like the AI didn't recognize that. I said before, guys, yeah, that today's models are not trained to correct your pronunciation. They're actually trained to do the opposite. They're trained to, even if you said something incorrectly, they tend to approximate it to the nearest word the AI knows. So it doesn't really make sense to rely on AI to correct your pronunciation. Yeah, because it's not what it was designed to do. So here it's a clear just misinterpretation. Well, what about what about my vocabulary? Frustrates, constantly, appreciate, and blocked. And do you think that this is B1? Like appreciate and blocked. I am not sure about that. Or well, at least it doesn't assume that I have to like all my answer have to feature like C1 and C2 words in order to score high, to achieve a high score for vocabulary. That at least I'm happy about. No, galleries are real. Really? That it didn't like how I pronounced the word really? Okay.
Really, livery, livid.
I would like to improve in the art of eloquence. Poem writings. Fluency. Well, okay. I mean, it's a good start. It is a good start. Let's try a different section. Yeah, let's try to tell a story. Why not? Part 2. Well, okay. Let's just like randomly select. Okay. Record my answer. I have not seen the topic. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Audio test. That's fine.
Describe a time when you needed to do something in a hurry.
Stop. Okay, at least it didn't read me out loud everything. Well, I mean, it's a classic one. It's in the books. Okay, I hate this one. Like I don't do well. Okay, I do stuff in hurry because like whenever I am whenever I have to start a lesson, usually I'm not very, but usually I'm like a couple of minutes late consistently because I have so many things to set up around me. Well, probably I'm gonna talk about that. Guys, you should be always honest about things you're gonna say. The examiner doesn't care about the truth. They only care about how accurate and how good your ideas are. You needed to do something in a hurry. Okay. Well, the last time I did something in the last minute was when I was preparing for my lesson. Like, I work as an English teacher, and my lessons are scheduled to start usually at 12 or like 13 or like 14. Okay, I'm just completely messing it up. No.
Describe a time when you needed.
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. Well, actually, the last time I had to do something in a rush was today. Yeah, when I had a class at 12 p.m. And like usually I have so many things going on around me, and I can't just start a class with my hair being a mess, and my room being a mess, and my bed unmade, and without proper lighting set up in the background. So I actually took time, even though I was supposed to start the class. I took my time, and I was like running around my room and making all those things ready. And then I realized that it's actually, it's noon already, and I haven't eaten. I haven't had breakfast, and it's usually a bad idea to start a class without having eaten at least something, because like you gotta have some glucose in your blood. Yeah, and then I just bolted to the kitchen, grabbed a toast, made myself a toast, spread some jelly on it, ate it, and then I was fully set for the lesson, fully locked and loaded, and ready to go. Yeah, and I started the lesson. Usually my students don't mind it, because like they know that the more time I take to prepare, the more energy I usually have to give during the lesson. That was honest. That was right from the bottom of my heart. Let's see what AI says about that. And intuitively, instinctively, I believe I didn't make any big mistakes. I might have messed up, subject verb, not subject verb, but like tenses, because when you're constantly switching tenses, like you're talking about your current perspective and general things you do, and like the time, the situation, the story that took place, today, some time ago, it all like you constantly have to switch between tenses, and sometimes like a couple of mistakes might slip in. But I believe that's fine, so we'll see. Okay. I did worse than in the previous section. Okay. Now tell me. Like, I know what fluency and cohesive devices are. Well, no, I didn't. Probably I didn't make any. Okay, let's see the detailed feedback. Fluency, fine. Vocabulary, okay. I'm just gonna be honest. What's wrong with that? Really? It thinks that gonna is a C2 word? Okay, and depreciate is a, what did it say? Like B1 word? Okay, guys, all this CFR rating system, CFR level assigning system is just completely broken, yeah? Like, it's like this, I don't believe it. I don't really trust this system, so. In a rush, I had a class at, I said. Yeah, when I had a class at 12 p.m. Well, yeah, probably I should have said at more clearly, but I mean, it was clear from the transcript that I meant at, not it. Pronunciation. And like usually I have so many things going on around me, and I can't just start a class with my hair being a mess, and my room being a mess, and my bed unmade, and without proper lighting set up in the background. Yeah, well, I don't like the fact that I have to listen to like the whole chunk, the whole passage. Yeah, I would appreciate it much more if like they had a button to read to play the whole passage, and like a lot of buttons to play it line by line. But we got what we got. Grammar and corrections. When I had a class at 12 p.m. p.m. And like again, like that wasn't with a preposition. Yeah, I just paused. And then I realized that it's actually it's noon already, and I haven't eaten. I haven't had breakfast, and it's usually a bad idea to start a class without having eaten at least something, because like you gotta have some glucose in your. I mean, again, not something like this is at most should be the pronunciation error. Yeah, it should count towards my pronunciation score, but like not towards my or my fluency, even better. Yeah, but not towards my grammar score. Like the AI just doesn't really understand what's like how we humans communicate our ideas. Yeah, that we're not ideal, that we have all those awkward pauses and those like corrections on the fly. I just bolted to the kitchen, grab the toast. Yeah, then I just corrected the tense here. Ate it probably, and then I just bolted to the kitchen, grabbed the toast, made myself a toast, spread some jelly on it, ate it. Ate it. I said ate it, not eat it. A lot of stuff going on here. Inaccuracies. Paraphrase effectively. Well, okay. I'm not gonna say that well, there's still definitely is a room for improvement. Okay, but I'm not gonna like maybe it's a band. Like yeah, I agree that that's not a band. 9 responds because like I hesitated a lot and I took some time, and later there are ams and i's and all of those like pauses, awkward things. But like okay, I'm pretty fine with band 8. Maybe I did like a band 8.5, but I mean, you gotta shoot slightly lower, yeah. So that you put in more effort, yeah, and then on the real exam you're likely to score higher. So that is fine. That is fine. Let's do some part 3, I guess. Let's do some part 3, and just let me tell you guys that part 2 is my favorite part, because like basically you're just doing whatever I'm doing, like all day long is just chatting. you're just telling some story. You're just telling your like you've got a prompt, and you throw words at the examiner. Yeah, part 3 is trickier, much trickier, because like prompts constantly change and topics constantly change, and very often they get you completely off guard. They catch you completely off guard, because like, I mean, come on, like first you're talking about like, it could be random stuff. Yeah, first you're talking about cooking, then about like children reading books, is that good thing or bad thing, then about like some culture in like, and do you think art is important? Do you think it should be uh, subsidized by the government? I have no idea. I have no opinion on those topics. Like, just get off me. Popular top. Can I just have a random topic? All right. Like we're gonna do the same thing. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Really good.
Do women have more leisure time than men?
Well, it really depends on the country. And if we take like modern society, modern Western society at least, I think that like men and women do spend their work time, like they spend the same amount of time working. They spend the same amount of time looking after kids, spending time with their family, and so on. But in many, developing countries, that's not the case, and the stigma is that the man is the main provider, yeah, and the woman spends much more time, with kids. And when a woman spends a lot of time, like for example in Russia, yeah, that's very popular. That the whole, like, a woman is just a housewife, and like people get under the impression that it's really easy because like you don't work, but in reality you devote all your time, like 100% of your time, on taking care of the house, on your children, and in reality you don't have any free time, you don't have any leisure time. So yeah, probably took too much time.
Do you think that walking is not as helpful as playing other sports for our health?
Well, yeah, I think, yeah, that walking is not as effective as other sports activities might be, mainly because it only involves uh, your lower body muscles, yeah, like leg muscles and your torso muscles. And that's why it's not very demanding. And of course, like if you really want to improve, really want to get healthier, you are much better off running on a treadmill, or just jogging in the park, or just playing, table tennis or regular tennis. Explain, to give examples.
Is leisure time important to everyone? Why?
Today we have a problem in our modern world that some people just are so obsessed with their work and with achieving stuff. Like they spend all their time working. Yeah, like they overwork. They something like, if you have a remote work, you would burn the midnight oil, working, grinding, and this is not a good thing, of course. From my perspective, but those people will say that they just have different priorities. So like that is just their opinion. Yeah, that's just how they see the world. That's how they set their priorities, and we can blame them for that, really.
What are the benefits of outdoor activities for children?
I believe that the main advantage is that kids get to explore the world, and they get to actually learn stuff about the world. Yeah, and I recently was watching a podcast on robotics, and the host said that like robots, they can't even today, they can't do even like the basic stuff that a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old that are just trivial for them. Why? Because robots don't have this opportunity to go out in the world and just explore it and just interact with it. So I believe that this is how we, as humans, just get our understanding of how the universe around us functions.
What are the differences between the outdoor activities children did in the past and now?
Well, of course, today, they have a lot of mobile devices, and everything is digitalized now. And it's the most popular activity, just scrolling or playing computer games. Of course, in the past, it was different. In the past, you had to actually go out and play with your friends. Yeah. Well, I believe that this is actually fine because every time has its own quirks, and its own. Just went too far. I didn't have time for that. No, I spent too much time on giving the answer to the first question. Well, actually, I gotta say that the first question was really, really this whole section was interesting. I actually had some ideas. I had some things to say on all that stuff. What I usually that's not the case. Usually when you go to the test, I mean that's 50-50, yeah. But sometimes you just receive questions that are just so boring. I mean, what are the benefits of traveling for intercultural communication? That's the question I received this summer on my last IELTS test, and that was just like completely just I mean what can I say on that? Traveling is good, traveling is fine. But here, as you saw, I had a couple of those are things that touch that are related probably to things that I've been thinking about lately. Yeah, they're from the same idea field. So, well, we've got again a band 8. My range, it liked my range. It didn't like my idiomatic usage. Probably made a couple of errors. Well, it's a much more solid band 8. Yeah, it's a band 8 across all sections. Didn't like my range of structures. You really? Okay, let's take a look at the mistakes that I made. Leisure or leisure? Isn't it?
Leisure.
Yeah.
Leisure.
Leisure?
Leisure.
Leisure time? Yeah, probably. I probably just keep. I probably kept mispronouncing it before. Well, now I know that it's leisure.
Leisure.
Leisure. Yeah. Well, at least I'm aware of those things. Where were we? Yeah, here. Well, show me my grammar. I mean, you here in my lexical resource, you said that some of my language was unidiomatic. Show me exactly. Where do you think it could be it's not standard? Okay, I'm not gonna Yeah, I didn't see.
Well, it really depends on the country. And if we take like modern society, modern Western society at least, I think that like men and women do spend their work time like they spend the same amount of time working. They spend the same amount of time looking after kids, spending time with their family, and so on. But
Mm, should be the main. The stigma is that the man. Okay, no, a man probably that a man should be the provider, and a woman spends like should spend time with kids. Probably that would be more idiomatic.
and when a woman spends a lot of time, like for example in
Did I?
Russia, yeah,
Did I say
and
that?
that's very popular. That the whole like, but in a woman is just a housewife.
I just thought there is no way for me to listen to it again. Well, okay. It turns out this website is not as polished as I thought before. The menu, blah, 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 blah. The impression. Okay, you know what? Let's try this feature. Chat. Like I wanna chat about this one. I'm not just gonna chat about everything. Okay, let's try. What are he's not gonna talk about that, he said. I mean, probably that is just a chatbot powered by ChatGPT or something. Yeah, but not. Okay, not really helpful. Where should I put myself? Maybe here. It involves.
Well, yeah, I think yeah that walking is not as effective as other sports activities might be, mainly because it only involves uh, your lower body muscles, yeah, like leg muscles and your torso muscles.
Again, like all the mistakes that they're not really mistakes. They're more fluency problems, yeah, because a lot of and but not like real mistakes.
And that's why it's not. And of course, like if you really want to improve, really want to get healthier, you are much better off
Grammar corrections, fluency, okay. This one maybe. And with achieving stuff sounds a little bit awkward. But it doesn't tell me that. Like it just shows me imaginary mistakes that I haven't even made. If you've got, yeah, probably that's a real one. If you've got remote work, yeah, I really like this. If you've got a remote job, that works. If like, and probably a remote work, just like this whole idea is a remote job, or if you work remotely, yeah. About the world. Just learn stuff. Well, when we talk, we repeat, especially when we're under stress. I was watching on robotics, and like I didn't say that.
Yeah, and I recently
The host, I said.
was watching a podcast on robotics, and the host said that like
Well, and another thing is that the audio quality on this website is not really good. I mean, it doesn't really, like, you hear me much better. Like, I'm speaking through the microphone, and like the side is really, really probably it's like compression problem. But it's just like I do know from experience that for AI, whenever the quality gets worse, the AI struggles more and more. Basic stuff that the three probably are, which is yeah.
robots, they can't even today. They can't do even like the basic stuff that a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old that are just trivial for them.
Stuff that is trivial, yeah, that's a mistake. To go out in the world and just explore. So it's like again, it's about commas. It's still talking about commas. Why? Because the model just first transcribes, and then like the assessor, the AI who assesses, works not with my audio. It works with the transcribed text, and that's why it also it also says that I didn't put commas in the right place. Completely ridiculous stuff. But I don't blame them, because I understand that today, as of today, we don't have any other way. We don't have any other alternative. Popular activity. You don't just... What?
And it's the most popular activity. You know, just scrolling or playing computer games. Of course, and it's the most popular activity. You know, just scrolling or playing computer games.
I probably just said, or you just do scrolling, right? Well, yeah. So, like, we see the same thing again here with this AI. Kind of the same thing, kind of the same variation of an old thing. Yeah, that AI is just being unreliable when it comes to assessing speaking. It's pretty good when it comes to writing, because that's what it was designed to do. It was designed to just take written text, parse it into tokens, and then like work with those tokens, but not with. Okay. Should we try some maybe? Okay. This is one of them. Okay, let's try this one. In our previous videos, we wrote quite a few essays. Which one was my? Yeah, I wrote this one, for example. Yeah. Coronavirus. That is fine. Academic task two. Don't like it yet. And we should score close to a band 9. Completely messed up paragraphing. Okay. Let's see what it says about that. What did just happen? Did I just misclick or what happened? Or the test is laggy. The site is laggy. Okay. Okay, let's do that again. I guess. Well, for a site that charges $3 per day. Score 8.5. Okay, so it actually did score my writing. Submit? Probably not, that's fine. Well, yeah, I was pretty satisfied with how this tool assessed my writing, yeah, but like, just to be sure, let's check how this one handles it. Yeah, just a small test for it. I'm a little bit disappointed that this site is not accurate for the speaking part still. I had high expectations, I'm gonna lie. Hmm. That actually makes sense. Seek dopamine and sugar-based drinks. Yeah. How did I miss that, by the way? Dopamine and sugary, yeah. And I could, like, one of my examples here is about cola. Yeah, about reply. But I mean, can't colleges be... Let's go to ChatGPT. Oh, ChatGPT has never been an expert on IELTS. But, like, I mean, that's just a logical question. That's not an IELTS question. So, like... What happened? Why is it... Like, why do I see... This is my one body paragraph. Why do I have two body paragraphs? That doesn't make any sense. And sugary foods. Yeah, okay. So the topic was about drinks. Yeah. And I somewhere mentioned sugary foods. Okay. Okay. Stress. How can I copy? Okay. There is no way to copy. I just have to. I mean, yeah, like it's fine to use that in your explanation, but in your example, the example should be about drinks. Okay, well, I do agree with that. That is the correction probably it gave, yeah? Oh my god, I'm so confused with how this AI works. You know what? Actually, I do like this feedback. And yeah, like previous AI did not give me any of those tips. And they do actually make sense, yeah. So we might use this one maybe for our writing in our next video. Okay, and it gave me a band-aid for the task response. Okay, okay. And the band-aid for coherence cohesion, yeah. Well, with this AI, it will be a little bit harder to score high on this test. Yeah, but yeah, like I told in this video, I mentioned that. I said that it wasn't probably a band-aid essay, but it was close to it. Yeah, and I was suspecting those things, and it's actually really good that this AI pointed them out. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna try it out. I really doubt I'm gonna continue using this website. I'm gonna continue to pay them, but or maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see out in our next videos. But today, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you that it was helpful to you to understand how the speaking section works, because like I tried my best here, and I think that I gave pretty good answers. Yeah, apart from all the issues that we already discussed. Yeah. So this is a good example, and we're gonna focus probably on like the writing section, because like since there is no reliable resource for assessing our speaking, and like I mean, yeah, that's it. See you in the next one.